So good evening, people. Welcome back to another video. And tonight is I'm not still going to be fans forum anymore. It's going to be talking Toon facts. So I've just made the name of today because I don't disrespect Paul, but there you go. So if you do like the video, please hit like button, subscribe. You new. I'm going to go on the table and good evening to you, Steve.
What's going on, John? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing? You good?
Yeah, doing good. Just watching football. Who you got winning that Juve Inter game today, John?
Well, Juve, of course, but I'll be watching that straight after this. By the
No
way,
Chiesa out for the year.
Chiesa, Sani. So I'm gonna go on the table. Good evening to Sam.
I just want to say, John, I thought we were talking about Man United tonight. You've told me all day we're going to be talking about Man United this, Man United that. We're going to be talking about the treble win inside of 99. I've done all my research and everything, man, John. Where?
Yeah. I'm not going to comment. Swiftly on to Dublin. How are you doing? You good?
I'm alright. Just back from work. I'm a bit fucking tired, but I'm alright.
Champion. And Jason, how are you doing? You good?
I was on the other bloody link, and the screen is just completely blank. You're all starting. I'm like, why is the screen working? You sent me a different bloody link.
Oh no, because all it is, I changed it to a different one sort of thing. Because I was going to do the Chris Wood one, but we come on to it later on. But because I'm going to push that back to tomorrow night, so we make an announcement tomorrow. I'm going to go on live and talk about a bit of Chris Wood, and we just see how it goes. We hasn't signed yet, but. Is what it is, man. So, like I said,
one thing, just got to say, glory, Newcastle United!
Yay!
Pissed off to be a Man United shit.
I think now he's going to be loving it in Devils United, but they'd be in the room as well, and they're backing us.
What?
Newcastle fan. No, I said
now. You're bring them on.
No. I just said they're in the chat. They're in the room. They're in the chat. So listen, let me count this, guys. So if you get a chance in a minute, but just let you know, guys, that if you want to donate, if you want to be a member, it's only 99p, and doesn't cost much to do. Consider becoming a member, and also donations open as well. So what I'm going to do,
go to the Manchester United Fund.
The Glazers aren't rich enough.
Yes, they don't want to be a penalty box, mate. I can just do it like that, you know. Think about it, man. Right, what are you going to talk about? I'm going to review the comments quickly. I'm going to come to Alan in a minute. Big up, John, the man. I hope you're well, mate. Absolutely fine. And as we got to you now, even to Matthew, even to Dave Ferguson. David, you want to know about Diego Carlos? Apparently, putting a bid in for him, and it got turned down yet again. So it's all down to the now. So let's hope we got back another bid, because you need this guy. I think he's a brilliant defender. Him, by the way, is absolutely fantastic. And John, you happy with Chris Wood in the door? A lot of people seems to be against the signing. I have my say on that in a bit. And the Newcastle close signing, nah, I'm not going to read that.
Nearly got you.
John, can you send us a StreamYard link until I do it in a minute, Ryan?
I just sent it to him, to Ryan.
You just sent it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, well done, mate. Well done. Thanks very much. And there is in here. I've got Gary B. Evening, John. Everyone, I see the transfer speculation has picked up again today. It has. Gary's got to happen every day, mate. It's got to happen every single day. And John got done that for you in Ryan. Evening, Gary. Everyone's in. Do it the like button, subscribe if you're new. And I'm going to find that sort of thing. And good evening to Steve, Everton fan. I mean, right, we're going to go straight to ASM. I mean, listen, he's been getting a lot of stick, and quite rightly so. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'll start with Steve. ASM, he's getting a lot of stick, a lot of constructive criticism, which I think is right. Does he deserve that?
I mean, if you've got working eyeballs, then yeah, he absolutely deserves it, man. He absolutely deserves it. He hasn't been good enough, and he's been selfish. And the last thing you need in a relegation fight is a selfish player who takes too many dribbles and doesn't do fuck all with it. That's what we all know, the talent he has. It's very clear to see. He's got some really nice goals and assists and highlights and whatever the hell, but he hasn't been doing it lately. And that's what football is like nowadays. What have you done for me lately? That's all. That's the name of the game.
Absolutely. I mean, the thing is, listen, I think it's a decent play on my book, but the bottom line is trying to be, in my opinion, trying to be Olympic sprint, that sort of thing. He's like Usain Bolt in the cut, and I tell you what, as well, I just don't think it's good. And for me, I think he needs to book up some ideas. I think Chip's got a lot to say about him anyway. What's your take on the Chips?
Oh, he's just a one-trick pony, isn't he? He does nothing. It's ridiculous. He does nothing, man. Sick of it. I'm sick of him going on social media as well, trying to get fans with his arse by doing some sort of stupid tweet, and then a few hours later he doesn't perform. He gets paid to play, not bloody tweet shite. If I was a manager, I'd be telling him to stay off it and concentrate on what he's doing on the pitch.
Facts. I mean, the thing is, right? Has he been worked out, Dublin? Has he been worked out? Has he been found out the way how he's playing and stuff like that?
Yeah, he's being marked by at least 3 players all the time. But now, with Wood coming in, the way I see it is you're going to need minimum 2 defenders to defend against Wood. So that's going to take somebody away from defending Maxim. So it could actually help out Maxi. Because it could free up him with a bit of space. And you never know, and if he does start crossing the ball in. Now, Trippier crossing into Wood is going to be a good thing as well, I think.
Yeah, let's hope so. Sort of thing. Needs some decent crossing in for Chris, which I'm going to come on to later on. And what's your take on ASM, Jason?
I'm getting annoyed with him. I'm getting to the state where I want to. If a bid was to come in of around 30, 40, 50 mil, I'd accept it and get rid of him. I hate selfish players. He thinks he's like a Ronaldo when he clearly isn't. He's constantly doing tricks. We've seen in previous games that even Callum Wilson is getting really pissed off with him when he gets into a position that is going to be a goal-scoring chance. ASM does not pass to him. He continues to take on another 2 or 3 other guys and loses the ball and then rolls around with, oh, I'm injured, sub me off, all this bull crap. I'm getting really annoyed with him. And this is
Trippier is too. Trippier was giving him hell at that Cambridge game Saturday. He's giving him hell for all the selfish decisions and all the times that he could have passed to Trippier because they're on the same right-hand side. Why did we get – there's no point in having someone like Kieran Trippier when you have a selfish player who can't get him the ball for these crosses that he's that he's really good at. What's the point of having that? And that's not something – you don't want a player to take away the attributes or take away what the other guys are good at. You want them to elevate them. ASM does not elevate the other players on the field that he's playing with because it's all about himself, and you see that through his play. That's the thing that pisses me off the most. He doesn't make other players better. His presence on the field like other players do, and that's the kind of player we should get.
Yeah. This is why I fear for Chris Wood, because he needs to be fed in order to score goals. How's he going to get fed if ASM is keep hogging the ball all the time? At this rate, he ain't going to be able to score a single goal for us.
Yeah, ASM isn't going to be the only one with the ball anymore.
the only way to do it is not fucking pass to him and let someone else whip the ball in. I'd quite happily drop him for Fraser and Murphy to play on the wings.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, same here. If I'm honest with you, sort of, and I could see him being dropped on Saturday. I could be wrong, but in my opinion, sort of thing, he needs to, because he needs to think about the sort of thing. He gets on the bench and think about what he's going to do. Just, how to prepare as a team. And Ryan, I'll come with you. Before I come to you anyway, John, what's in our core fan forum? And Abby said the same question. Paul didn't invent the words fan forum. He doesn't owe it,
It's always
John.
been there, John. He didn't invent it.
I invented it.
Yeah. I just thought I'd just change it to Toon Talks to sort of facts now, sort of thing. So I think it's a good name anyway, sort of thing. So something different and new, and it's nice to have your own thing. There you go. So Ryan, over to you, my guy. ASM.
Looking very bright tonight, Ryan.
Thanks.
They're purple.
Yeah, about ASM, like it's like he's on FIFA on pro clubs, just trying to do everything himself with no end product, and like everyone's yelling at him, and it almost like he doesn't trust people. Like he overcomplicates things. He doesn't know when to be selfish, unselfish. I don't know what else to say that you guys haven't said. I just think he definitely needs competition. I feel like because it's almost like too comfortable for him. What I want to see from him more is this assist he had for the first game of the season, where he actually uses he plays to his strengths of actually trying to dribble past players and like put skill, and then he actually puts in a good ball for Wilson. Like I want to see more of that. That's why I kind of want to see him on the right side, because he won't cut inside. Every time he's on the left, it's always whoop, boom, and then it always goes fucking skied up in the Lee's end or something.
Yeah. It's so frustrating. And the thing is, I mean, don't get us wrong. I mean, get a lot of people being obviously on the rumor mill on Monday and on Sunday as well. Paul had a go at ASM basically, and everyone's having a go at us, saying that we've been too hard on them. Are we being too hard on him, by the way, Steve?
I don't think we're being too hard on him. You're a Premier League player. You have standards to live up to. This isn't a charity team. This isn't Sentimentality FC. This is Newcastle United in a Premier League relegation battle. This is what it is. You're gonna get criticized if you don't have your best stuff going for you, and that's completely fair. You're a pro athlete. This is the scrutiny that happens. Sometimes it's unfair, but that's because people have standards. That's because people have standards, and that's the bottom line for it. He needs to improve, and that's the end really there. I mean, if I would rather have Jacob Murphy on the right wing to replace you, kind of says a lot. And we were all, I mean, Joe Linton's kind of elevated his game. He's got to play midfield against Watford, but you can't, Joe Linton has every excuse in the book to not live up to his price tag and to just move away from Newcastle. He had every excuse, but he's kept going at it, and now he's producing in a different position. So maybe ASM needs to be moved somewhere else. I don't know, but he needs a real kick up the ass, and the whole squad does. I don't even trust this damn team to beat Watford Saturday.
Yeah, totally agree. Let's be real. I mean, I'll come to Chips in a minute. I mean, got Spencer here. Max deserves quits, and sure, he's consistent enough for us in the final third. But to single him out is unfair to me. He's our star player. But other players needs to be held accountable to Spencer. He said there, he's our star player. He's not playing like a star player. So let's be real. I mean, he's got to be called out. The players got to be called out. And I'm sorry, but I mean, if they don't perform, they are going to get called out. Yeah, I'm sorry, like Lee Gunner, and Ryan knows what I'm talking about as well. But
14 minutes in, and Lee Gunner's already mentioned.
That's where you got Olympic sprinter from. I know exactly what you're talking about. ASM. Lee Gunner literally says that about Iwobi, ASM, and Traore.
Saka.
Saka.
You call some Olympic sprinters.
Yeah. I mean, that's all he is, Olympic sprinter sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like Usain Bolt in the cut. Chippers, yeah. On about star player. Do you think ASM star player at Newcastle, or do you think because Steve Bruce has left the club? I mean, he's not no star man anymore. He wants everything goes through him, and Jordan Linton, for me, is tackling over anyway because he's playing so well. I mean, do you think ASM's a star guy?
Well, under Bruce, he was the bloody blue-eyed bully. He was the one player that you would give them do what he wants, but he wouldn't let everybody else do what he wants. But now I think Eddie Howe wants to treat them all the same, and if people don't like them being treated the same, then go out the door. I don't want players here who think they deserve to be treated better than this person or that person, or it's not right. Everyone needs to be treated the same, whether they're happy or not. You can't favour one person ahead of another. Give that person free rein and not that one. we're in a relegation battle. You can't afford to do that. Everyone's got to be treated the same. Everyone's got to be in it. Everyone's got to show the fight and show the desire to get out of it.
Held to the same standard, every player too.
After all,
Yeah.
one of the reasons we're in this mess is because the players' lack of performances and the players' lack of effort and the players' lack of commitment. And ASM needs to look at that, because since Bruce is gone, he's only turned up in about 2 games in about 10. So I'm sorry, but he deserves criticism.
Mm-hmm.
He tries to do way too much, man. Keep it simple.
And he's got to add something else. He's got to add something else to his game. He's got to.
He's one of the best dribblers in the.
Predictable.
He's one of the best dribblers in the league, but it gets to his head too much. And he thinks he's like Neymar, where he could skill past everyone and create a TikTok highlight reel of him scoring an amazing goal. That's why you think rival fans, they love him so much, because every time they see him, it's clips of him dribbling past like 3 or 4 players, but they don't see the actual 90 minutes of them.
No. Yeah.
What he needs to do is the moment he gets the ball, just put your head up, see who's around you, then make your run. Because then you know that eventually you can release that ball to someone.
Get the team involved.
It's just every time he picks it up, he's boom, straight down the wing, lose the ball. Get your head up, you can find a pass, and you won't be in that situation.
Absolutely.
Think of the goals that we could have actually scored if he had actually got his head up and made a pass.
Correct. Totally agree there. 100%, 10% there. And the thing is, right, he's so predictable as well now. He's getting predictable now. Players, even Cambridge players worked him out anyway. And if Cambridge players worked him out, how do you think Wofford's going to do as well? I mean, listen, Wofford defence ain't that great, but I'm going to come out with one later on, sort of thing. So, going into Jake, great show yesterday with Mercy. Thanks for that now. And Effen's flying through as well. And cheers, guys. Steve, what shirt is that? That's from Matthew.
It's like a Real Madrid one there, isn't it?
It is. It's a training shirt.
Chelsea, Tony. Okay. Did you see the quiz on Devils United, John, Doug, and Luke? We did brilliantly. Listen, I got an invite to go on the quiz, by the way. So I was asking Newcastle United questions, by the way, and I hope to go on the channel very, very soon. And I'll be on the channel on Sunday anyway, so do check us out for that. And just going to find this quick. Everyone's chatting to everyone else, so I think it's great. All it is just Carbo Cup. Still be a good game against Chelsea, though. That's from Tony B. And I see you in San Serbian. I'm not going to read that. You both in the cut. Yeah, he is. He's just using Bolt in the cut. That's all he is. It's just in the cut. And hey,
John, you saying Bolt's got the medals, ESM's won nothing. You can't compare the two.
No, I just made a bit sacky sort of thing. He's like Bolt in the cut. he looks like a sprinter, doesn't he? He looks like a sprinter sort of thing, but that's the thing. Max is like using Bolt. He has skill. Can't imagine ASL be dropped though. That's from Rita. Good evening to Rita. I hope you're okay. And just realised it's you, Jay. Has the Southampton game been given a date yet? I don't know when that game is. When's the Southampton game anyway?
Let me look it up. Let's see here.
Joel Linton's really starting to irritate me in chat now.
Yeah.
Well, don't read the chat.
I'm mod.
I'm gonna do it more.
Great mod work there, Ryan. Don't look at the chat.
One thing, Gary. I mean, ASM does have talent, but it needs to be a team player and look up and play the ball. I can do step overs and back garden all dear. Doesn't have an end product though. Go to Dave. Do you think Gary V is right?
Someone else who needs to step up, and I think it's very important to talk about, is also Joe Willock. Joe Willock needs to step up.
Cliff Hats.
I understand that.
For me, he is Kennedy 2.0 there.
That's what I told the guys, in the summer. That's what I've been trying to tell people. Like, all right, we got to downplay the expectations because this is only going to go one way. He's a young player. They're going to be ups and downs. It happens with that. It happens with the best, but he's got to really step up.
Yeah,
he's been disappointing. He's been invisible in midfield. And we need someone to carry the ball out of fucking midfield because no one else does.
Wow.
That's the thing.
Fair,
I mean
Shelby's improved and he's started to do that kind of role.
Yeah.
Emil
Yeah.
Kraft.
John Joe Shelby, I don't want to rely on him in a relegation scrap. To me, he hasn't played consistently good enough for quite a long time. He can hit a great pass and all that, but I'm not huge on John Joe, to be honest.
When he's
A
on
lot
it,
of players. A lot of players.
You've got to have Hendrick. I mean, he's got 100% goal ratio, and his shots are always on target. He has 100% accuracy.
1 for 1, baby.
You've got to play Emil Kraft because he's improving as well, man.
So Emma Kraft will never play for Newcastle. If that was my way, he'd be sword. If I'm my way, Emma Kraft, he's poor. Yeah, absolutely poor.
All the defenders besides Trippier and Lewis would be out.
Aye, yeah, got Matthew. Ayrton needs to stop being an option up front so he has to compete with Murphy and Fairstaff for a place on the wing. I mean, and if Ian Ayrton's frustrating amazing player, but not a team player, he needs to learn it's not all about him. It's a team game. Poor, totally agree with you.
It's what we were saying. What we were saying earlier on my video. If we could bring in someone in ASM's position that's going to make him really sweat over him starting, that might see us get a better performance out of him, where he's going to want to aim to keep his spot, so he's going to make those passes. Otherwise, he loses his spot, he's going to bitch and moan and want to get out of the club.
That's why I think us getting Ekiteke would be huge, because Ekiteke can play left wing or center forward. It's got a very high defensive work rate too, in the 97th percentile in terms of interceptions and tackles 1 per 90 for a forward. He's got a great work rate and some skill too, but he's got 8 goals and 3 assists for Stade de Reims in Ligue 1 this year. So that would be the kind of player, and he's also young too, young, hungry, 19-year-old Frenchman. So that Ekiteke move to me is crucial, because it will get the best out of ASM in theory. You got a 19-year-old kid coming for your position, and he can play center forward. He arguably has better end product than him too. So that should be the kick up the ass to ASM. And a lot of these players need to kick up the ass. There have been so many times this year where we were like, oh, that should be the kick up the ass to get us past one win. And it hasn't happened yet, and it's January going on February. When is it going to happen? When are these guys going to wake up? It's got to be the Watford game. It's got to be.
Absolutely right. I mean, absolutely 100%. I mean, that's the game we're going to have to win. I mean, if we don't win that game on Saturday, we're going to be in serious, serious trouble. I don't think this Watford defence is the best. They can see so many goals at alarming rate. Going forward, they're great, but defence is absolutely shocking. It really, really is. Got Jesuit. ASM doesn't trust others enough to pass to them. I think he just needs a paradigm shift in his thinking, and that can only come with a buy in the manager's vision. Well, excuse me. I mean, in a way, right? I mean, if Chris Wood, if it's going to be him, I'm sure he'll keep up with him sort of thing. But can ASM cross the ball? He's not exactly a great crosser, is he? I'm not going to lie. Murphy's a great crosser. This is a great crosser, yeah? But ASM also try and score a brilliant goal all the time. Do you know what I mean? It's not all about him. So, Matthew, you're not being too hard on ASM. Every player is open to criticism. Absolutely right.
It comes with the job.
The whole team come under criticism, especially in the FA Cup. They owe us big time, and that has to be against Watford, because after that FA Cup match, a full strength team just sends you straight back to pre-season when we lost to York, when we sent a full strength team out against them and lost.
Yeah.
To me, after that Cambridge game, there is no strongest 11, because we aren't strong. We aren't strong. The U23s would have done a better job probably against Cambridge in the FA Cup game. We don't have a strongest 11. We have players that haven't been good enough for quite a long time, and they've overstayed their welcome, to be honest. And there's going to be a big summer haul. Hopefully we're still in the prem at the, end of May or whatever. But these players got to step up. So it's really frustrating.
Yeah. Totally agree. Can't remember any of the entertainers being like ASM Eddie should show us videos of their games. I don't ASM not being a Keegan team. I'm telling you. Keep your chairs hair out, by the way. Hi, John. Hi, lads. And some Carly Freeman. As much as ASM deserves criticism, I think the whole squad do us also. I agree, Cole. I think ASM should get more because he's our best player. Cole, you absolutely agree because these players have won one game this season, right? Plus, if you get beat off Cambridge United as well, that tells everything you need to know, right? Take Trippy out of the equation. I'll sell the flipping most of a lot of them. I only keep 3 players, sort of thing. That is what I've got to keep. Jason, do you think Cole is right? The whole squad needs criticism.
Of course.
Yeah, like I said, especially after the game against Cambridge, every single player on that pitch deserves criticism. No one stood out. No one really did anything. I give ASM more criticism again in that match because after the first 20 minutes, I was already raging. ASM could have put the ball into a couple of players and we could have actually been 2-0 up within those first 20 minutes. But no, he refused to play the ball. He took it on himself, and Cambridge already had him figured out. Every single team already has him figured out. Crowd round him, take the ball off him, let him go down, and then he starts doing this. I want to come off, moaning and everything. It's getting beyond a joke. We don't want to see this type of player. We don't want to see a selfish player. We don't want to see a player that's going to keep sitting down on the ground and complaining when he isn't even injured. Yeah, whenever he has a bad game, he has a strop, and then he wants to come off. He needs to grow up.
And Ryan, coming to you, I mean, I heard reports as well that, Paul might have said it, but ASM didn't want to play in the game. He didn't look interested for the FA Cup game against Cambridge. I'm going to touch on to now. We lost by goals on Saturday. For me, it's absolutely shocking. I get people having goals and saying, yeah, that this guy, they have 35 crosses and 20 shots on goal. Yeah, the problem is we didn't put the ball in the back of the net. We still got a bit of Cambridge. As far as I'm concerned, that is embarrassing. Yeah, that's
23 shots, 9 on target, no goals.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
Well, technically, we did have the ball in the back of the net twice, but both got ruled out.
Yeah, right. But all I'm saying is, Ryan, do you think that's an embarrassing defeat against Cambridge? I mean, half the people think, it's still the FA Cup, we got to concentrate on the league. It's still an embarrassing defeat.
Those are the kind of people that, let's concentrate on the league, but they don't care about being relegated because it's just a loser's mentality in their eyes. Like, can't get with the mentality of that. And I'm pissed off that we lost because, obviously, because of that reason, well, we're out of a cup. It's an opportunity to win a trophy. And then I'm also pissed off because we got fans that want to prioritize the league more.
Exactly. And also as well, I mean, in my opinion, we haven't won the FA Cup since 1955, yeah? The FA Cup is the trophy I've always wanted to win, yeah?
I thought this was the season to have a go with the new owners, but it's already down the drain now.
Destroyed, yeah.
This is another thing. When people are saying, well, we need to treat these last 19 games as a cup final.
Oh, my God.
Look back to the many cup finals that we've had. What's happened there? We've not won them. So don't think of them as a cup final. Just think of them as this needs
one game at a time.
Each and every win.
Yeah, exactly. Dublin. I agree with you, man. All the fans just like grouping games up together and say, "Oh, these are winnable, these are losable." Just look at one game at a time with another game, the next game in the back of your mind.
And I'm telling you right now, that defeat to Cambridge on Saturday, that did no help for the confidence of our players. Absolutely no help.
Yeah, the whole squad.
And if they're turning up their snout, if they're turning up their nose at a wins because they think they're holier than thou, well, guess what? If we get relegated, they'll only be a division under us.
The whole squad is full of loser mentality. It's either you get rid of it or you take it a few years just to actually turn them into somewhat decent players, which they've had their time here. They're all aged out. Most of them are like over 30s, our defenders especially. You got like one center back that's below 30. And it's time. And plus with this takeover, like obviously Amanda said that we want to win the league within 5-10 years. So I can't really see many of the current players now being here for
none of these
much longer.
Yeah, none of them. Maybe Jamal does.
Not even our 2 new signings because what are they? They're over 30.
They're all short term, yeah.
What's wrong with being over 30, Jason?
You know, yeah.
As soon as I hit 30, I threw me back out and everything.
Yeah, man. Was that? I got one of them Rita here. So I mean, even to read will be okay. Deals take a few days complete. Complete. So unlikely anyone else will be brought in afterward. Rita, we need more players coming through.
I
We can't
don't
up on
see
wood.
anyone else coming through before the Watford game. I think
Yeah,
that's
what I
too
mean.
soon for that to happen. But maybe we've got Leeds after. Maybe see possibly one come in then, or maybe two.
Yeah, man. Totally agree. And also as well, I mean, back on to that Cambridge game as well. I mean, I guess I see people tweeting saying, if you get relegated this season, that's no problem. I'm gonna say something about that, right? I mean, someone just mentioned I'm losing. Ryan, you said that in losing mentality. I've got an elite mentality, yeah. I haven't got a weak mentality, right? I mean, I don't want to see Newcastle in that and get relegated, right? No way, horse here, right?
Yeah.
Now, if people saying that, oh, if you get relegated, sort of thing, yeah. Because someone tells in the comment section, why you're not going to get angry if you get relegated? Why?
It's just like, let's accept it, but let's crank up the pressure by 10 for the whole team just to get promoted.
Go talk to Nottingham Forest and Leeds fans 15, 20 years ago when they got relegated. I bet a bunch of them are saying, "No, we'll just go back up. We're a pretty big club. We'll just go right back up." And Nottingham still, I think they've gone 20 years plus without being in the prime, and Leeds might go back down this year.
It's an overconfidence mentality, which is also what you don't want.
And I don't care that in the past 10 years we've won the league twice or whatever. That was then. This is now. Those players that smashed it up in the championship, they only got older.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust Lascelles in our back line in the championship. No way. No way.
Yeah, totally agree. I got Foxy from Colombia. ASM deserves criticism, but to be fair, we spent 60 million on him over the same period of time. He produced much more than Jordan, and even at 40 million. Jordan has some solid games lately, but now incredible. Yeah, I agree there. 100%.
It's just the criticism for ASM has just been of late. Like the last 2 years, he's been our main attacking threat for me. Like he opens up space for our team. And just the way he plays, like we need it for our level. If Alan Saint-Maximin was in a top 6 team, he'd be a bench player, 100%. He'd have a game. If he has a game where he has no end product or doesn't pass, he gets dropped like that.
It seems the fact that as soon as ASM's best mate, Mr. Bruce, left, his form went.
Yeah. Because things were easy under Bruce. Things were easy. It was easy street under Bruce, and that's not how it goes in pro football, especially in the Premier League. There's no easy, it's no easy games, or there's no I'm gonna get in the team sheet. I could perform like total fucking pish or whatever, and I could just play next week. It's not how it goes in the real world. Bruce wasn't an accurate representation of what would happen. And he's just gotten too comfortable, I think. And he needs competition. Every top team in the world, they have 2 starting 11s that provide some decent competition to players if you're out of form.
True.
Now, I'm not saying I'm not expecting us to be at that level quite now, but we've got to build up to that. And our owners are doing that with a striker. I mean, we all think Callum Wilson's a pretty damn good striker for us right now in the moment, but there is a problem with his injuries and stuff, so you need backup. You can't just have a first 11 of, these are my guys. There's got to be competition, 1 through 11, and 1 through 22, 23.
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
Definitely to bring in another striker, because even though Wilson's out for the next 6 to 8 weeks, God forbid.
We need 3 strikers in our team.
God forbid Wood gets an injury against Watford if he debuts against Watford, then we're back to square one again, no striker.
Yeah, 3 strikers is an absolute for Premier League teams.
It's for almost any team, even a non-Premier League team.
And if I want to switch it up to this 2-striker formation, 4-4-2, where you have 1 striker on the bench, or have those 2 strikers on the bench.
Exactly. Got what's his name? Luke. Big up to Luke. Peter Crouch mocks Newcastle for signing Chris Wood. He's not the only one. Gary Lineker has as well. Gabby Bunghall is another one. Yeah. Sam Allardyce on the Burnley Mail said the same thing as well.
Well, of course, the Burnley Mail guy did.
Touch on Chris Wood.
Tosspots, man.
The only one I've actually got respect for is actually Trevor Sinclair, who's actually been praising us quite a lot and defending us.
Beckford, too, the former Leeds striker. Jamie Beckford? What's his name?
Jermaine Beckford.
Jermaine Beckford. He actually wasn't. He actually thought it was a good signing for us. So credit to Beckford and Sinclair.
Yeah. I got to Luke again as well. And we go back to Luke again. Got Joe Willock, who is obviously set in the 18-yard box, just sticking back up top. He is shouting centre in the park. Yeah. No, he wouldn't be my team at all whatsoever. Not the way he's playing. It's Joe Pillock, not Joe Willock, by the way. Read that. I'll still say that performance against Cambridge was not a total car wreck. We got beat 1-0 against a League One team. And I don't want to get beat by a League One team. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. But yeah, we're going to touch on Chrissy Wood. Starting you, Steve. £25 million, right? Which is going to be a release clause. Yeah. And what are you happy with that signing?
Absolutely. Absolutely, I am. We needed a striker. That was my my personal opinion on what is our top priority this transfer window. And you only have to look at the Cambridge game for that to be kind of clear as day. We had so many chances to score, albeit Dimitar Mitov had an outstanding 10 out of 10 performance at goalkeeper for them. But if you have a striker in there, you have a better chance to score one of those at least. I mean, like I said, 23 shots, 9 on target. If you've got a striker in there, especially like a Chris Wood, that would, you're most likely getting one of them in at least to take its extra time. So
that's very true, man. That's very true. And go on, Steve.
No, I was just gonna, I like Chris Wood. He's got 10 goals and he's got 10 plus goals in the past 4 seasons. That's me. Huh?
For Burnley, who don't even attack, so you could get a lot more. We do a lot more service into the box than Burnley do.
Yeah. So if you just give him, basically the thing is with Chris Wood, you give him almost anything. It could even be a bad ball in the box. Then he'll back to goal, turn around and shoot. He scored some of those. I mean, the guy's a good striker.
His goal against Wolves, the first one, when he scored his hat trick, he spun Connor Cody.
He did.
Yeah, spun him.
Oh wow!
Say that.
So
Paul loves Cody.
Chippers, what about you, mate? On Chris Wood.
Yes and no. Yes, it's a striker who can score goals at the Premier League. But if you look at his record this season, he scored 3 goals in 18 games. So we've got 19 games. We've got 19 games left to play. So if he scores, say, 3 goals in that, will that keep us up?
Depends against who and when, I guess.
Well, the thing is, it just shows where we are. People can say, 50 million for this player and that player, but we'll have to realise that we're 19th in the league and we're not going to sign the glamorous names that people expect to sign yet.
See, I had an argument yesterday, like where it's like, but we're 2 points off top. Yeah, or 2 points away from relegation. I agree with that. However, people nowadays don't want to look into it. They just want to see where you are on the table. They don't want to look at any more. They don't want to look at goal difference.
Yeah.
They don't want to look at how far away your points. They don't want to look at XG or anything. Just the table. And that's just enough to put anyone off. Like people don't want to look in the context nowadays, just how it is.
I have to agree with you, Ryan. I mean, I totally agree with that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Again, we've got to start winning some games. Get out the bottom 3 as quick as possible.
I think if we do, sorry, John, if we do beat Watford and we're out, we will be out of relegation. That will look a lot more promising.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I still think it'll be hard to attract the big names, at least until the summer, in my opinion.
Yeah. Before going to you, David, I mean, Isaac Hayden's come on and say that, I don't know if you anyone heard of this, that, so if new KS come to the club, I'm going to make it hard for them to take me place. Well, I don't know if any of you guys heard that. I mean,
I watched the whole podcast. I think you could agree with that with some players that if they're performing well, but I just don't think I don't think Isaac Hayden should be saying that. I know where he's coming from, but I just from me looking at it from me to like him as a player, he's easily replaceable.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He's very
exactly.
replaceable.
If you're going to come out with words like that, you need to prove it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Was he saying that with the big yoke around his leg at the same time? Was he?
Big what?
The big what do you call it? Big splint or whatever he had on his leg.
I don't know. He just had a camera in front of him. He had his glasses on.
I know, but like, was this interview just after he was getting surgery, fixing him?
Oh, yeah, I think it was just recently. Yeah.
To agree with you, Ryan, as well. And are you happy with that, Dave, with Chris Wood?
I'm very happy. I like the good old school centre forward. I think with the amount of service he could get off us compared to what he gets at Burnley, he could score a good few goals. He's strong. He's going to take away some of the marking on ASM and free up some other players as well, because he's such a big unit. It's going to take at least 2 players to kind of mark him. He's one of the best in the league at in the air.
He's got over 800. He has 864 aerial duels won. I don't know if it's this year or in the past few years. That's first in the Premier League. Yeah. So 800 plus aerial duels won. That's going to be good. Also,
the thing is, when people think of long balls, they think of a center back launching the ball from our 18-yard box to like the edge or like the middle way of the pitch, but like it can't always be that way. It could be like a long ball into their 18-yard box. He heads it down, creates the space, and then we have a chance on scoring.
Turn and finish.
When he gets a chance, he usually takes it.
Yeah,
like he is clinical as well. Like, so he wouldn't get many chances at Burnley, and he's putting away a decent amount of goals in the Premiership. So I think it's a good signing. Few years left in him. If he gets the stamp of approval from Alan Shearer, I don't see why we'd be complaining about it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Is that Shearer with the bald head or the Shearer with the locks?
Shearer with the bald head, the real Shearer, not the soft.
He had a bit of a thought with Chris Wood coming in. So obviously Cornet and Wood, they kind of play as like 2 strikers up top, but like Cornet is more of like a freedom like winger that'll drift out and like be inside.
He is who ASM.
I was wondering if ASM could do that role if he actually like puts his head into it.
But
obviously, what?
Shearer is not Shearer. Sorry, fucking Wood and Wilson up front. That's going to be something else.
Yeah, too. We can deploy we could do 4-4-2. Like Eddie Howe plays 4-4-1-1. He says he admits it's a variation of a 4-4-2 that could easily be tinkered with to play with 2 strikers or play at ASM behind, and then put Murphy and Fraser on the wings. That's what I'd try to.
But like, Wilson playing off Wood, like that I think that'd be a good one if we don't have any other signing. Now, if we get in another small, young, quick lad, like big and small up top, is usually pretty good as well.
Yeah. Totally agree, guys. I have to agree. Abigail and Kitty. Oh, come on. I'm just going to call him Hugo from now on. I can say it, but I'm going to go Hugo. Might make ASM mature a bit. ASM might want to mentor a young lad. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's been linked to reverse from Reims. They want something like 27 million pounds for this guy, sort of thing, yeah. But I think they need to be careful, Reims, because that is a lot of money for that club, sort of thing, and they need to think about this very, very carefully. I'll give them a deadline as well if we're going to try and get this lad. So
yeah, but then you also got to figure out what you say. He's 19 years old. That kid could have 10, 20 years with us. We could buy him that young, and for that price, that could triple, quadruple that evaluation.
That could be our Sergio Aguero signing.
Yeah, Jason, do Sky to a channel. It's your first time here. Some big players come in, I reckon. Say again?
I've been here loads of times.
No, Jason Scott, I'm on about. Jason Scott. Jason, this is his first time on the channel, right? And he can subscribe to us at any time. So he's sending a comment. Some big case. He thinks big plays going to come. We should see about that one. And Face and Trippier are best crosses off the ball. Yeah, I have to agree. And
Murphy can whip in a mean cross when he plays. That is.
Yeah, man. And I've got a question for what do you think of Wood signing? I mean, in my opinion, right, he wouldn't be my first choice, but he's here, right? And we've got to buy a realistic striker sort of thing to keep us up. This guy fits the bill, in my opinion, yeah? Okay, his goal scoring's not very good, 3 goals, but he has been scoring double figures.
He is very good.
Yeah.
His goal scoring is very good.
Yeah. 10 goals in the last 2 seasons, but I'm backing this guy, right? He's here, he's our player. We got to back this guy. And let's hope that it probably goes, if he scores 8 goals, right, between now and the end of the season and stay up, then it'll be well worth the money. 25 million?
I think you're gonna be very surprised now if he gets the service. I swear to God, I think this could be a great fucking signing.
I think for heading ability too, I think if you give him a chance in the box, he's deadly at his head too. Like I've seen it. I can't lie. I was watching some videos of it last night, and like the angles he's scoring from headers from, where he's like jumping back and trying to like hit it far post, and he's successful with it. It's not like an ordinary ball where like it's coming so fast and he's got to run into it. He's got to like back off and hit it. Like it's hard to do, and he's good at it.
He could score any type of header. That he's got that in his repertoire. He's got decent feet too. I think it'll be a good signing, and also the critical part of this, it weakens Burnley. It weakens Burnley because now they have to rely on Ashley Barnes and Jay Rodriguez up top. So if one of them goes down, then you've got to change your whole 4-4-2 or however you want to play. With Cornet still out also. So
exactly. If someone claims to be professional anything at the highest level, then they have to accept constructive criticism, ASM, be warned. Otherwise, they never go and improve. Applies to any profession. Yeah, I agree with you, Jay.
All professional means is you get paid for doing what you do. It doesn't mean you're good at it.
See, I think ASM, like, he shouldn't. Well, he could choose to listen to our opinions, but he's got to listen to what's behind closed doors from the coaching staff and take that into account rather than some guy on Twitter and UFC 212 with like a blank profile picture giving them racist abuse or something like that.
True. I think I was saying earlier that I think that ASM reminds me of a young Balotelli type of player, where he focused so much on fame elsewhere than he did on the pitch. But then Balotelli used to score goals, unlike ASM. Yeah. Especially that whole remark where Balotelli was supposed to like go to the shop to get his mum some shopping, and he come back with fireworks, a brand new car, and a racing set, and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, man. I've got Catlin and Nick. What do you think of this guy's rumours of signing centre back from Dundalk? Peter Farr, never heard of this guy. Never heard of him at all. I do apologise.
Hi, Belbert.
Go on, guys. Yeah, but none of that. Yeah, just be honest, people. You know what I mean?
I don't get it. What?
I don't get it at all.
File.
It said Fike.
Peter.
It's a fake comment. Yeah. So any more comments?
That won't work for me because I just say it as Peter.
Don't be rude or anything. Do you think Eddie Howe's the right man for the job? That's in Simon. He's a Huddersfield fan, by the way. Simon. Don't mean to be rude or anything, but do you think Eddie Howe's the right man for the job?
I have been questioning that. I am on the on the side where I'm being a little bit negative now, because I felt that I felt that Chris Wood is not the right signing for us. I see him more as us building for the championship, and that Chris Wood is the right man to take us back up to the Premier League. I feel we've overpaid for him. I don't think he's worth 25 mil. And but I also think that he can score goals. I'll give him that. He is a goal scorer, but he needs to be fed goals. So it's the whole. As soon as ASM gets the ball, he's not going to get that. And then it brought me on to Eddie Howe. I'm giving him the entire window so that he can bring his players in and get the team going in his way. But I don't like the fact when people say, "Oh, you have to give him more time because he's working with Bruce's team." You have to look at it. Every other manager in world football have taken over a team that has had that previous manager's squad. You can't keep giving him that excuse.
Tuchel came into Chelsea last year with not his squad, and he wanted European final. So
no, but like Howe needs at least more. He needs more than one fucking window.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
See, in my opinion, for Howe,
then you've also got the fact that 1 win in 9, 6 points out of a possible 24.
Look at the teams we were playing.
The performances are there. The performances are getting there, but it's just the results that are not appearing.
Yeah, look at the teams we were playing. Look at the squad he had. Look at the fact that he had COVID for when he started, so you didn't get the original bounce. Look at the VAR decisions. It's so it's not as simple as he's not performing, or it's like this season the damage is already done. Before he took over, the squad was shit. The mood in the squad was shit. The whole setup was shit. Like they had to pay 33 million just to get the actual the basic infrastructure of the club working the way a normal club's meant to be. Like fill the fucking bridges.
See, my opinion on Eddie Howe is, I think he'll get us to a stable, like mid-table team by the end of his contract, and I don't think he'll I think that'll be a ceiling almost. I don't think he can go any further, but
I think he can go all the way.
That's just how I think right now. I want to be proved wrong.
Exactly.
I hope with these signings too. Like I think, I hope it goes farther than that.
I think if he gets full backing and gets the team playing the way he wants to, he could go anywhere with it. Like, because he could sign anyone he want. He could, when we start being able to sign whoever we want, and he gets to playing, his way of playing football is going to be really entertaining to watch. It's going to be, if he gets all the players that he can mold into the team that he wants it to be, I think he could go all the way. And he's only young, and he's got plenty of years ahead of him.
Yeah.
He could be like I've seen people saying as well, like the kind of Ferguson's, or the kind of, if you give him plenty of years in the same club, get him to make it into what he wants, it could be that sign. Now, fair enough, I understand if it doesn't start performing after a couple of transfer windows, and you can see that the players aren't with him or whatever, or they're not living up to the expectations, then fair enough, question the manager and change it if needed. If we're in a better position, get an elite manager in or whatever. But I just don't want to. We've had plenty of years of swapping like 3 or 4 managers in one season and shit like that. Like that doesn't work, because each manager wants to rebuild, and a rebuild takes a couple of years.
Would you question him after that Cambridge result, especially those after-match stupid comments that he came out with?
Well, that's his thing. He doesn't criticise the players in public. That's his way of doing things. But I say he's an absolute terror in the dressing room. So like that's just his way of doing things. You just have to trust him. Give him a chance. Like this season was a write off when he signed. Like he has a free hit. Even the owner said that whatever happens, even if we go down, we're not taking it out on it.
There's been excessive damage done from Mike Ashley.
Yeah.
He destroyed it, didn't he? Absolutely destroyed it. I mean, I'll give you a last comment, Jay, by the way. And Michael and C. Campbell hasn't trained in the squad tonight. We're on the other interview with us. Dean speaks respect.
Where did the host go?
No way.
There you go. Sorry about that, people. And Just going to fly for it. Looks like Chelsea's gone ahead, by the way.
Apparently,
Lukaku's got it.
Dean Smith
Good
has
fuck Spurs.
apparently Dean Smith has come out and said that he doesn't want Cantwell to go.
Yeah, what Dean Smith wants and what he gets are two different things, though.
Exactly. There's
We'll
also
not be signing Pete. We'll not be signing Peter Sale anyway, will we?
That we
Yeah.
could
what
well
teams
have,
to pick, though,
well
Dundalk?
have
What's
Aaron
his name
Ramsey,
again?
but we're just waiting to. The deal's already been agreed for Ramsey, but they just want to wait until he's been
Not
cured.
riddled with COVID.
Got rid of COVID, and then before they announce it.
Yeah, we have to see what happens on that one, sort of thing as well. But on to you, Jason. You're quite vocal, are you, about players as well? Chris Wood.
StreamYard guy.
Oh, where's he come from?
I know. I'll just be on my comments, guys. That's all
No,
it
I
is.
know.
Way behind. Sorry, but if I don't read your comments out, I do apologise. And yeah, I'm gonna read this out anyway. Otherwise, I'm gonna get stuck. Ekitike is a real tongue twister, though.
There
It
you go,
certainly
John.
is.
Ekiteke.
Ekitike.
Nice.
And Spurs playing well, but they got a goal behind.
Freaky.
Lots of money from someone who's only made a debut in August. As long as you don't get mugged off, by the way. Excuse me. Murphy has a mean strike on him. Love to see him and trips if he set piece. It's going to fly this very quick. I don't read your comments. I do apologise. Woods has 12 last season and 14 the season before that. So it does come with a bit of pedigree. But we're not going to change the style of player to meet
You've also got.
Can I say something about a center back? Apparently on Twitter, Sky Darmish Chef, he's saying that we're in talks with Benoit Badiashile from Monaco.
Badia
I was
shit.
injured. Is he injured?
For
He's
2
injured.
weeks. 2
Yeah,
weeks.
but it was meant to be 6, but then I think they reassessed it and it's down to 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
we just need anyone. You just need someone now who's going to be quality for the team. We got the money for it. The richest club in the world. I got Johnny as well. Woods is good on signing. Not what if. Pipe dreams are nice, but we need them over the line. Not new papers clickbait. Yeah. For the thing, in my opinion, if you're going for a player, keep it quiet and then let us know when you're going to get that signing. I've got
Exactly.
Devils.
no, you don't, John.
Look at the.
John, you were saying there the other week you want the club to tell
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fans who they're going for. Never show your hand.
Exactly. Look.
Nope.
Look at
Yeah,
Danny.
maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong on that something when I said that, but well, we look at it now, and all the names being linked to it. If you tell my name's being linked, like I'll give you an example: Lucas Digne, right? Who's the first one being after him, right? And then Filler comes in, goes and get him. Yeah, we have to.
But
Who
we're
else is
after
after
him.
someone else?
But where we
And then
after him,
someone else
John,
comes in,
that's
get
the
him like
thing.
that sort of thing. Tell us.
Look at the
But
Ings
where we
deal.
after him?
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, did the club come out and say that they were after them? No.
Just popped up out of nowhere. Oh, Ings has completed his transfer to wherever. It's like, wow,
Yeah.
when did they even make a bid?
No one don't know this. Just do it. I mean, you know, a lot of people's comments and say, look, do your business quiet. And that's exactly what Philip did on Danny Ings. Simple as that. Like you said, Jay. No one did know that.
I also saw a report this afternoon saying that we're ready to launch a £5 million bid to bring Marion Fellaini back to the Premier League.
Yeah. See now,
Not
like
from
there's too much like confidential talk, and we don't know who the club's actually targeting. But then we got all these newspaper leaks. and
agents.
We got all these. Yeah, we got all these media companies leaks, and they're saying stuff of like what Jason said, £5 million bids, and it's just like stressing some fans over.
Yeah, and Lincoln fucking Fellaini. No way our owners are looking at Fellaini.
Yeah, no.
God, no. Not for me.
And players like that, like it's a lot of agents. Agents are doing the talking. It's all like Fonseca. It's all coming from one side. It's not coming from both sides. It's not saying yeah we are interested or there's a third or fourth bid gone in for a player. Like
It's
That's
people
what he
using
did.
the football club. It's just people using the club, like Emiliano's
Yeah.
about Emiliano, and then the club came out and said, "No, we haven't offered him a contract." It's just people using Newcastle United as a name. That's all they're doing.
and people have to realise that they believe everything they're reading.
Exactly, Dublin. I
Yeah.
literally said that to you. I'm like, everyone's getting baited in these articles, and it's annoying.
I agree. And the thing is as well, I mean, after this guy Hugo, right? And they said, "So go and get him, go and get him, go and get him." Yeah, we never heard of this guy. We've not heard of this guy, and all our fan base saying, "Go and get him, go and get him," sort of thing. They have not watched this guy. Yeah, end of the day, right? We don't know who he is. I've never heard of him. You guys have never heard of him. Yeah,
I have. I watched
you have.
I watched Stade de Reims. I watched them against Clermont on Sunday, and guess what? They were missing. So Ekiteke actually got a red card in a Coup de France game, and so he's actually been banned since he's banned until January 17th. So he couldn't play on Sunday against Clermont Foot. Very good, actually. Little side, first ever season in Ligue 1. They went down. Clermont went down to 10 men early in the game, and they were missing Ekiteke up front. Rams. They brought in the Greek center forward. I forget his name. It's
Papadopoulos.
They brought on strikers, but they couldn't break down Clermont, and that's what Ekiteke does. He can break down defenses, and he's got a great work rate. So they were definitely missing him on Sunday. So, to be fair, I just wanted to point out that I do know of Ekiteke. So
yeah, I mean,
but I agree. People can be clickbaited into stuff so easily.
Yeah, you have to remember that Joe Linton was rumored to be the next Bobby Firmino.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah,
heard that as well. So it's what see what I'm saying. I've got Devils United. Me seeking even to love. Hope you're okay, and definitely on his channel on Sunday, and she's on my channel's FB Tuesday. So just a bit of breaking news. She's going to be on my channel every Tuesday, 7:00. Oh, I've heard shares. I've heard Aston Toon.
John, what are you going to be talking about? What are you going to be talking about? Newcastle or Man United?
Find out on Tuesday. You can even say Wood. It's Chris Wood, not Chris Woods. He used to be a goalkeeper.
Just one Wood.
Yeah, but don't everyone do that with Jeff Hendrick? They always play Hendricks.
Yeah, it's Hendrick. Just go fly. Hope he doesn't mentor him. Gets the yeah, so
French accent. Get the ball, do not pass the ball.
Exactly. John, would have scored double figures FECs over past 4 seasons at Burnley. Who don't play attacking football? That's the thing. Burnley are a long ball team, yeah, but we're a passing team, yeah. I just hope that listen, I've got to back this guy, and I'm not going to criticize him. I'm going to back him, right? And I hope he does well. Simple as that.
He's going to do well. I'm telling you.
I think he's going to be decent. Apparently, he just made a fresh bid for Diego Carlos. That's for Moggy. That's been turned down, I believe.
That was 3 hours ago. That man, Jesus, that's not fresh.
I got turned down.
I got turned down, but just pay the money. Just pay what Sevilla wants, and just go for it. Or just make them find an offer 35 million and just leave it on the table. That is it.
Move on to another target.
But aren't they low on centre backs? So they don't want to actually sell because they want to keep hold of it for now.
Yeah,
that's true because Koundé's injured right now. Jules Koundé for Sevilla, so that'll definitely.
I'm not gonna read that. I'm not gonna read that. Yeah. How hasn't set the world alight? That's some gist.
True. It's true.
Oh my god!
As we said though, in our 8 league games we've had, and we've played 5 of the top 6 from last season. What more? We weren't going to win them games, so. Yeah. Makes any difference.
People are just being fucking idiots, man.
Yeah. Got Nal as well. He always picks us up, by the way. John, why are you laughing at me? Well, I just read a comment and I'm not going to repeat it, mate. I'm sorry, but I'm going to proofread in future. Jason, no one has ever taken over a squad like Steve Bruce's squad.
That's not true. Dean Smith just did at Norwich. That squad's fucking dross.
And Rafa took over a Steve McLaren squad.
Yeah.
It's not Howell's squad, but he can't get in the work, and that's a bit scary. Let's see what he does when he does the new signings, yeah? I want him to succeed. I really do want him to succeed, but I'm getting people saying that he's not going to make it at Newcastle United. I mean, I had Delbert Gunn on Saturday for the Cambridge game, and he said he should be getting an elite manager as with the world's richest club.
But another gobshite.
No, see, the thing is, I was like that when we first got the takeover. Like, my head was, boom, we should go get Antonio Conte. But I was soon brought down back to earth. I remember you were telling me that, John. I was like, let's go get Conte. You're like, oh, I don't know what Ryan made. It seems too unrealistic right now, and like I admit that. Like
how I see it is, Man City started their revolution with Mark Hughes before they moved on to where they are now. I see Eddie Howe as possibly our version of a Mark Hughes that's going to then move on to bigger things the same way, but build it up slowly.
Yeah.
Eddie Howe was so much better than fucking Mark Hughes, man.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's the dread sort of thing. Like, I mean, Eddie's gonna be here for a couple of years, and they're gonna end up getting an elite manager coming in, sort of thing. Mate. Yeah, but
Eddie Howe could be an elite manager. Just give him a fucking chance. Like.
Exactly, give him a chance. He's here now. He's only talking about a new manager, sort of thing. You know, he just got to be real, and he's here to stay. Yeah, Chester as well. I genuinely don't think we're buying Wood for the championship. I think it's more of what we need right now, not what we want the kind of player. We've gone all out, and we can't waste time pragmatic. We've got to be pragmatic. But this squad, no manager will make a difference to a League One squad. They are garbage. And fine as well. Chippers was saying just as a JD2. And good Friday. So if you want to become a member, people, please become a member for 99p a month. And also, my super chats are open as well. And click on the $ if you wish to donate us. And I got Donald Joe Linton. Look at the defense. How is it to championship at best? That's a clone, lad. Please subscribe to my channel, mate. And everyone's saying I'm the good Joey. Yeah, I agree. Just because I've got so many messages to go through, but hopefully I'll catch up. Yeah, Lukaku opened the scoring.
Was Rudiger actually? It was Rudiger.
Oh, Rudiger. I thought it was Lukaku. So that was
what game are you watching? Like, it's bloody what game are you watching?
I don't know how. I just think Lukaku in the chat, and wow, Luke Nicholson in 2.5 years. I want Diego Simeone as manager. That's my
Dublin.
That's my manager.
Gotta go, mate.
No problem. W, take care, man, and speak to you later.
Better luck, mate.
Bye, Dublin.
Man.
That's Dublin Mapai, Dave. What a great guy. I saw him as well. He's a great guy. Quite like him as well. Yeah, go back to each other. It's Diego Simeone. That's my manager. But we got Eddie Howe at this moment in time. We have seen that there's something in the squad, but he can't get them to work together. And that's the issue, in my opinion. Wanting to prove us wrong, though, that's firm truths. I think Howe's ceiling is like a Brendan Rodgers level. The thing is, looking at some of the successful, like Benitez and Ancelotti, have struggled with good squads and players in this league lately. How can't work miracles? Needs patience. Can you give it? That's from Jake. You got to be patient as well. And how gets us entertainers, but with better defense. We need a defense. Probably need a proper defense that can defend properly. Because at the minute, Trippier part our defense is very, very poor, Ryan.
Yeah, well, we had like one fit center back against Cambridge, and we need center backs. I'd like Chris Wood's coming in, of course. Next priority center back for me.
John, I'm just going to get a drink. I'll be 2 seconds.
All right, mate. No problem.
I think as well, if we only get one, we should bring Kel Watts back because our whole center back, the whole competition at center backs, it's just aged. It's just aged and it's run its course. It was successful during Rafa Benitez day, a bit under Steve Bruce, but it's not. We need to move on from it now.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, mate. Simple as that. I mean, he's going to be developed at is it Wigan? I think he's at. So
he's not even getting game time for them at Wigan for some reason.
Yeah, that's the thing. He needs games. Let him stay there. Until then, spot on Dublin, speaking to the right off. And just going to fire with this. I got Conte out. He's losing more. No, he's not. Oh, you're off, Paul. Speak to you in a bit, mate. Take care. And I got John. When you're reading that comments, you don't need to act out the full stops at the end. Lost it. Sorry. I will be the Marcus in City. If and when we get near Europe, he'd be gone. Listen, give the guy a chance. You don't have to criticize the players, but when you say that performance lent up to standards, he chooses to lie, in my opinion, but wants him to get us up onwards and upwards.
Yeah.
Cantwell, better than Longstaff. I have to agree with you there.
I'm done with both the Longstaffs. I don't think they'll ever succeed at this club. To be honest, I've given up on him.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
anti-Longstaff. I don't hate him. I just, for the better of their careers and us as a football club, I think we just got to move our separate ways.
We've also got to see the fact that Eddie Howe, at the end of the window, gets to name a new 25-man squad. So whoever doesn't make that cut obviously needs to start looking for a new club.
Yeah. Correct. And Abby, so I'm keeping a list of all the anti-Howe people. You have been warned. Abby, I'm Eddie Howe. I'm Howe in all day long. Do you know what I mean? Howe in all day.
That's what gets on my nerves, really, when people come up with stuff like that. And that's why I did a video earlier. Everyone has a right to their own opinion. Not everyone is going to be on the same page with every single thing. We are not always.
Be a really boring world. Be a very boring world if everyone thought the same exact thing. There'd be no point to life.
We're not going to agree on everything. Some people are going to be Howe in. Some people are going to be Howe out. Some people are going to be undecided on anything. You just need to accept other people's opinions and just move on. I don't see why we're throwing hate towards our own fans about things that we don't agree on.
Exactly. Totally agree. The thing is, right, I mean, at work, right, speak like Paul Craig, big up to Craig, by the way, I think he's a decent guy. He's supposed to stay in Liverpool, right? He said that Eddie Howe is not the right man for Newcastle United. He said at Cambridge, I said to him, look, this is not Eddie's players, right? But he said, John, this is his team. He chose the team, yeah? I have to say, look, Craig is not his team. He needs to buy players of his own, yeah? So don't have a go at him. And he said he's not good enough for Newcastle United sort of thing, but I've just left there. 2,000 likes for the stream. If I get 2K, that would be amazing. Let me on now.
Can you be any louder there, Jippers?
Boss?
Can you be any louder?
Is that a water bottle?
Not anti Howe, but he wants a bit more. I'm not against Howe for my part, but I'm a little worried when he says he got a good attitude and played well, where we could see that wasn't the case Saturday. I mean, let's send it better, by the way. Guys, let's get 10K likes on the stream. I want 10K, right?
Yeah.
That'll come in time. And just
John, you can't see that, man. You can't see I want 10K. Just let it happen.
To all the 76 viewers watching now, I want to see 120 likes.
Kid, get all your kids and all your family lineage on. I don't even give a fuck if they're dead. Make them like the video.
Yes. I haven't said it at all, and like I'm banned from saying that sort of thing, but guys, you're right. Only 12 have made the list so far. There's Abigail.
Where's Billy? Billy was meant to be coming on.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot about it. I didn't even have a channel tonight, sort of thing. I don't know, but he never said anything, so I would love to have him.
I'm not in West Ham over Norwich. There we go.
You didn't send the other link.
What was that, guys?
You didn't send Billy the other link, did you? So he's probably just sitting there staring at a blank screen.
Right. Tell you what, right? I mean, I'm going to read this out quickly. I'll ask some questions as well. Go on to Jason. How needs a bit of time. We get better players. He will shine. Hello, son David. Not really that. Critics don't mean you're against Howell. Trios are not against Howell, mate. And Darwin Núñez incoming tomorrow. I could say Darwin Núñez is not coming. He's not going to come because Benfica's made it clear that they're going to hang on to this guy to the end of the season.
Yeah, they've got Champions League to look forward to. So
yeah,
I watch Benfica too in the Liga Portugal games. He's a good player. He just needs to prove for another season or two with Benfica that he could be the main man, score 10, 15 plus goals a year consistently. He just has to be more clinical. That's all. That's my only real complaint about Núñez. But I think he's a good player.
Yeah.
He also led Portugal last year actually in assists, which is pretty. It's good because we say so often about like Callum Wilson. He's like working the graveyard shift because no balls get into him. And it's like 70, 80 minutes in. He's pissed off on the field and because he has no service.
Sorry. Yeah,
Is that a little mix, Joe?
no. No, I don't know. It's just a cat call sort of thing. I'm not going to answer that one anyway. Not while doing a live stream anyway. But yeah, I've been doing this. It'll come good. It'll come really good. He's got 14, 18 games. It'll come really good. But in a minute, I think Ben Pig wants to keep this guy on sort of thing. Reasonable critics are not on the list, but those speaking about the next manager are. Fair enough. I understand. And I was listening to you, Jules. You won a Sensible Fans TV. Where's Ginger tonight? I think he's got the night off.
Don't mention him when Chip was in the house.
Thank God he's not on.
Yeah. But like I said, I mean, I've been on for RNN15. I'm not having one member yet tonight. Not one. Unbelievable.
They'll come when they're ready.
They will. And I guess I'm not going to read that.
Tom Solanke.
I'm sure. It was Solanke from Bournemouth. Now I would have read it out, but
that was.
To be honest,
that did say Solanke.
Yeah. Bournemouth. So sorry, Moggy. If you get Dom Solanke, I don't think he'll come to us. He wants to get Bournemouth up.
Yeah.
Not sure beyond. I become a mod yesterday. Going off Ryan's Islands. You're in, mate. You're in. Goodbye. Wooden morning. Oh, yeah. You guys have just put that not out of the woods yet, by the way. Just for caps locks to sit in, Gotta fly this. Been poured out about 100 messages yesterday. He couldn't get to it at all whatsoever. I can't blame him. But so on to Saturday's game. I mean, we playing Watford, and Steve, how big is this game?
I mean, if we lose, we're going down. In my opinion, that's just how it is. I think, and I don't think I don't trust this squad. I don't trust these squad. I trust some individuals, but right now we've won one game all year. It's up to them to prove me wrong. But I don't think we'll get 3 points out of that game. We haven't used St. James's Park as a home field advantage at all.
Mm-hmm.
Cambridge walked in last week and got all 3 and moved on to the next round. So, and I predicted that we'd beat Cambridge, but after that, I can't trust these guys right now. So it's up to them. It's entirely up to them to prove me wrong. But I think it'll be probably a 1-1.
I think everyone predicted a win against Cambridge. We thought we'd absolutely just wipe the floor with them.
To be fair, I figured that it would be a very close game because we haven't won a game. We've only won one game this year, and that was a close game. Anybody will give us a game. Anybody. Doesn't matter what tier, what country. Anyone would give us a game right now. So.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I mean, Chippers, do you agree that anyone can give us a game?
It's not hard when we've only won one game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, what's your take on the game on? I think Spurs could be down to 10 men here. But go on, Chippers, Saturday's game.
Has to be 3 points, no else. Just 3 points. I don't care how to do it. Just win. That's it. Don't care how to do it. Just do it.
Now to us, but 3 points.
Don't give a shit about the performance. Just get the 3 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, got Abigail Chelsea. Don't feel guilty. He only has himself to blame. It's like a player getting sent off or kicking the ball away stupidly. And Scars was just said, Etiquette wants to join. Just a case of getting fee agreed. If you can get the fee agreed, I mean, they won 30 million. You often 20 some sort of thing, like, you know. And
we're the richest club in the world. If a club says, "All right, we want 30 mil," just say fine.
Yeah, just
want 30 mil for a promising young player that's stepped into the first team this year for Stade de Reims, and he's produced 8 goals, 3 assists. West Ham 1-0 up over Norwich.
They scored good.
That's good news there. I got Jules. So the question is, can we afford to be patient? Can we afford to be patient, Jason?
No, because the longer this goes on, the more in the shit we're going to be. We're further and further in trouble. Our goal difference doesn't look good at all. Even if we were to start picking up results, teams around us could pick up results, and their goal difference could be a lot better than ours. we need to sort that defense out and sort it out now. Centre backs need to be in the door. Well, as I've always said, we haven't had a fresh centre back since 2018. That needs to change.
Yeah.
That is the first player that I would have brought in before anyone to cover that position first, then think about strikers and midfielders or whatever.
Yeah, man.
We need to act now and not be patient at all. We need to get out and bring these players in.
Absolutely agree. I've got Keith Moore as well. Jacob's just trying to stop up. If they do, that's when you see them putting their hands in their pockets in big style. Cool. Obviously, I agree with you, and that's not going to happen. I feel we're not going straight back up. If we do go down, I'm obviously super wrong. I don't think we'll go down, but we need to do something about it very, very quickly. And I'm really confident we'll smash the championship, but I don't want to be thinking about
nothing's a given. Nothing's a given in the championship.
Not yet, Abigail.
I think Spurs is just did Spurs just score there? Oh, nah. Free kick went over. I think we'll choose. I don't want to watch championship football next season. Not under this ownership. Not under this ownership.
No, I don't want to watch championship either.
I don't really want to do watch along between Newcastle against Wycombe, Newcastle against London, Wigan sort of thing. I get laughed at. Eddie Howe's a good manager. He plays good attacking football and it's exciting to watch. So why do people slate him? Give the man a chance. Yeah, I agree. That can be annoying. So Joe Linton be warned. And what about you? What about you, Ryan? I mean, Saturday's game.
I said, well, right after Cambridge, I said we could still beat them, and I'm still confident we will. I think people look at it too much and be like, "Oh, how are we going to get anything by that performance?" Well, like I'm sure Eddie Howe will change it up, and it'll be good enough to beat Watford. The only concern still is probably our defense. I don't have a problem. I want Trippier and Manquillo to play though, because I think,
yeah,
even if Trippier starts, like I think it'll give our defense a boost. And you know, if there's any kind of benefit we could get for our center backs, no matter how bad they are, something. Hopefully, someone like Trippier can just actually guide them and do things better. Yeah. And I'd just the defense maybe. If we could just keep out Dennis too. I don't think he's at the AFCON, is he?
No,
he's not.
All right, so Trippier's got to keep an eye on him that game, and
Benzema, there you fucking go, buddy.
I think he doesn't play for Watford.
He doesn't play, do he?
They'd have a European spot if fucking Karim Benzema.
I think we controlled Watford last time. That's another game we should have won, but we didn't because we were
shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's been our whole fucking season. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. If Kieran Clark didn't do this, then we would have beat Norwich 4-0 or whatever people want to proclaim. I mean, reality is we have one win all season for a reason.
Just like when we didn't lose to Burnley, but we also didn't go through.
I got Jake as well. Problem is how doesn't have boosters like fear dodge FIFA ball physics. Wouldn't got him a couple of points, but now unfortunately he will have been grinding into speaking after Cambridge. Yeah, and talking about we can't beat Cambridge at home. How are we gonna rock the championship? We need a new squad. Who said here? I'm simply feeling a list. Just put some respect in Abigail's name, man. And just back off her, man. She's lovely. Smash the championship. Can't see her smashing Cambridge, let alone. And fans undermining the manager are a problem, in my opinion. I'm entitled to it. That's cool.
I think undermining and criticizing after a loss to a League One team is that is different. Criticism is warranted for Eddie Howe after the Cambridge game. And the whole squad of players. I mean, Trippier and Jacob Murphy, I think, were the only ones that I'm like, all right, yeah, you didn't do terrible.
Fair enough. I've got Foxy, so I agree with Jason. People can still back Howe, but be realistic about his level of manager. Some would think he's the greatest, others will think potential, and others think limited. Fair enough. 100 likes there. That'd be brilliant. And just got a couple more here. Everyone's chatting to everybody. And Eddie Howe's not coaching an Eddie Howe team yet. And I don't want to see you go mind that boxing with John Batten.
Right.
No, I'm not a Red. I'm not a United fan.
You're man.
Could be Eddie. The next call, but I don't want being sponsored by anything. Really, I'd love to have a sponsor, sort of thing. You know what I mean? But that's going to take us a long time yet. Right, those blah blah blah. And I got Brent and Linda from Canada. The guy in the upper right corner should be on the food channel. He is starving. Yeah.
He's always got his mouth full.
Newcastle the sign. I'm not going to read that.
Tad comfy.
I'm not going to read that. And penalty for Tottenham. No, it's not. I think when Tino and Woods to score from Barbara.
Wood. It's
Not
just
wood.
wood. It's singular wood. Singular wood. Chris
And
Wood. Come on, people.
The woman out of Newcastle 10-0 last week. Wow. Getting beat was best things. Open eyes. When he got beat off Cambridge. I don't want to get beat by a lower league club. I do not. St. Joe's not enough for me. So it's got to be wins.
Yeah.
Wins. I'm glad hit Spurs. Probably the most obsessed club since I took over. Yeah. Daniel Levy. Wow. Go for that. And must win next few games. He's sort of sure. Chris, he's scoring a 90th minute to win the game. I'll take that all day long. I got Brian. Do subscribe to my channel, please, Brian, if you can. However, we've got 90 games left. And I think he's gone to have his food. Left we get there in the end and got hope now. Yeah. 2-2. Wood is it? I'm not really ready for that. I got Toon. If you had one weekend, we would have Stein Wood. No, because the holes would have been people over the players Rockford thinking we're better. Then we are getting hammered now. It's a different case. 3-2 from Millie. And down to and how one's Etiquette. That's good luck on that. And Fofana from Lons. He's played for Udinese.
He's been the best midfielder. Seko Fofana has been the best midfielder in Ligue 1 this past calendar year, 2021. He's been outstanding for Lons. Absolutely outstanding. He's got an engine on him. He's got goals and assists, defensive work rate. That guy's a phenomenal player. 25 years old. He's gonna do special things in his career. I think. I like Seko Fofana a lot.
Yeah.
And the way Lons play football is how we should be playing football. Attack. With a midfield that's got tons of industry and an engine, and that's what Seko Fofana has. So
I tell you what, though. I take him. I watch him Udinese sort of thing. He was average for Udinese, but when he's moved on to Lens, he has improved. He's got his career back on track, which I think is a good thing. I take him as well now. Like Ed is trying to build a team that can switch between three formations to play without making subs given time. Bowen, Premier League captain and Nick, that's Jason. Come on, West Ham. Yes, that's what we need to do. Let's just go fly through this. I've got so many comments. It's unbelievable, man. I've got worse than flipping Paul. And I got Bowen who wanted to come to us. He decided to go to West Ham instead. And Real Madrid versus Barca and Saudi Arabia. Haven't heard much human rights talk.
I haven't either. That's no.
Newcastle United. Whoa, it's an uproar. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm glad we've got a take on now. I'm done with all the politics in that. I'm totally done. I think I've got joining myself. That's Rita. Yeah, I could understand why. More caps again.
One last thing on Seko Fofana, too. Seko Fofana is what some people think Longstaff should be. He's got every attribute that people think Longstaff has or maybe had at one point, but he ain't consistent anymore, Longstaff. So Fofana would be a revelation. And his career's only on the way up. 26, 25. One of those two.
Decent player. He's decent now. What a massive problem these days, double standards there from Michael Histon. Right, I'm going to wrap up, guys, because it's 8:30, and I decided I'm going to do hour and a half sort of thing, and that's what I'm going to do. If Chippers do turn back up sort of thing, then great, but if not a worry. Score predictions, Stephen.
1-1. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, guys.
1-1, fair enough. How about you, Jason?
difficult. I want to see a huge improvement from against Cambridge. They owe us so much after that humiliating display. I doubt we're going to keep a clean sheet because we've struggled for that the entire season. We've only kept one. So we will concede, that's a fact.
Yeah.
But we have to also score a goal in order to get anything out of the game. That's how every single game has been.
Yeah, man.
Maybe 2-1 win, being positive. Otherwise, it could very well be a 2-1 defeat.
Mm.
It could
That's
go
what I'm
either.
saying,
It could go either way. Go either way.
I think they're going to target the Bracket, you know. They're going to target him because he has not been playing well at all whatsoever, sort of thing. They're going to target him big time. Do you agree with that, Ryan?
Yeah, I think Bravka just hasn't looked the same as of recently too, and I think not now, but probably during the summer, some competition could do it for him. Yeah, in terms of score prediction, I'll go 2-1 Newcastle.
2-1 Newcastle. Let's hope that's the case. And you can go for that. In my opinion, guys, I think it's going to be 3-2 to Newcastle. And the reason I said that, I think there'll be goals in there. And trying to get Chippers back on, by the way. I mean, there's going to be goals in there. And Rockford's defence is not that great. Going forward, you got Josh King and Sarsar going to be playing. Dennis might be playing. So, and I think it's going to be exciting. So our defence got to be up on par, sort of thing. If not, then we could be in serious trouble against these lots, sort of thing. So
Yeah,
I'm going to say 3-2 to Newcastle, and it's going to be so much hard work, sort of thing. So we'll see what happens on that. The players have no.
Does Matt Ritchie keep the armband, or does it get handed over to someone else?
I'll get him. Drop
give
it.
it to Trippier. Yeah,
Give it Trippier. Drop Ritchie. Playing Ranky on left back, and that's that. That's the
I think
back
people
four.
forget too. Manquillo played left back under Benitez for a bit.
Yes.
He's a better option than Ritchie. Even though it's wrong-footed, Manquillo has better defensive awareness because he's a natural fullback. Matt Ritchie's a winger.
Yeah,
Pretty
left back.
simple who I'd take.
Yeah, totally agree. I'm going to read this out before I get Chippers back on. And Paul said, the players ignore Trippier when he's asked to go and clap to the fans, need F off the club. Well said, Paul. Well said. Well said. Seriously.
Hey, fucking man.
What he did, I mean, Trippier's been on the club for 5 minutes, right? And then he goes and try and get them out. Totally ignored him, right? Well, no. If 52,000 doesn't motivate you, what does?
Nothing
What
will.
does? Money. That's all it motivates. Money. All the time. Thanks, Rita. And it is crazy, man. Not one new member tonight. Not so good.
John, when I get paid, when I get back to work, I'll do $6.99 membership. Don't worry about it.
It's only 99p. It's only 99p. So listen.
Well, but you have a $6.99 option. I just thought, what kind of? Thank God you're not running the transfer business. Oh, we'll give you $200 million for Longstaff. No. It's only $10 million. No, you take the $200 million or the $7 and run.
Hey!
Sinclair.
Oh, bless you. If I get Chipper score, I'm going to read this out. 2-2 each from Tawny. Evan said 2-1 to John Richardson. Big up to you, my guy. Thanks a lot, Jakey. And Stephen for Vanna. Bernie's putting a 70 million bid for him. Wow.
He would light up. He would be a star in that midfield, and he'd be one of those Cornet type players because he's got the work rate for a Sean Dyche system. I think it'd be, I would rather see him at Newcastle, obviously, but he'd be a very good player in Sean Dyche's midfield. He's got tons and tons of running in him. He's got challenges. He's got 8 goals this year in 22 across the Coupe de France and Ligue 1 this year. And he's outshining midfielders in Ligue 1 like Wijnaldum, like Hassam Aouar or Bruno Guimaraes. So he's been the best player in Ligue 1 for the past probably year and a half with Lens. We're recently promoted. So I would take him. I'd absolutely take him. 40 million, somewhere around that range. He's a very good player.
Yeah,
so.
He's lit. He's absolutely lit. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Chippers, go to you. Score prediction, mate.
2-1 Newcastle.
Fantastic. Right now, just one game where we can sit back and enjoy being well in the lead. Let's hope
Yeah,
that
well,
is
one.
the case. Richie's pretty much done. He was done a couple of years ago. Let's be real. Why is he in the squad? I just do not know. They're going to target him as well, by the way. Just as well he's not facing Ismail Assar, because he would have ripped him the goal in that game. I'm telling you.
Keep in mind also. What?
Is Sar at AFCON?
Yeah. He went now.
He went, did he? And Jordan, good evening, Lord Blue Newcastle United. No, I'm not singing that.
Keep in mind, too, the other reason why I'm very worried about the Watford game Saturday is Watford have 4 wins this year, and I believe 3 of those are on the road. They beat Man United 4-1. They went away to Everton and won 4 or 5-1. These guys can score goals on the road, and they could just score goals in general. So they're playing up against our defense. I'm not convinced. I'm really not. But
that's why I said every single game apart from the Burnley one we've conceded.
Yeah.
So we have to score in order to get anything out of a game because we know for a fact we're going to concede.
Yeah.
That is the thing. And I think that's what we needed to send Botman at the back and Diego Carlos at the back as well. And if we can get those two at the back, I doubt we will now. Get them in. I doubt it for the Watford game. I tell you what, that would make it so much easier. Do you know what I mean? Those two can defend properly. Let's be real. This is real talk. They can defend properly. I got Sheila Wood signed tomorrow. Botman deadline day. I come to before quick down to Botman as well. Do you think Botman will still join Newcastle by the window?
I think it'll be a deadline day.
It'll be a deadline day signing. Lille will panic and they'll think we're not going to get this money. So they're going to accept the final bid. It'll go final day. The deadline hour.
Yeah.
And Botman will be through the door.
Yeah.
Lille already sold Jonathan Ikone to Fiorentina, who's a very good player. And so they sold him to Fiorentina. They're looking to ship off Yusuf Yasici to Cisco Moscow for around 20 million euros. So they're selling. They're looking to sell.
Yeah. It's the fact that we want him now, not in a couple of weeks' time.
Exactly. Yeah. I tell you what, though, I'll say 40 million final offer. Take it or leave it. If you don't want it, then we'll just go elsewhere. Like
move on.
I just did it the same way. How much do you want? That much? Okay, fine, done.
Yeah. And just get rid of the race that sort of thing, like players like Fabian Schär, because he's not get back in the Newcastle team. I think he'd be gone. I think he'd be gone in January. I hope I just don't be playing that well.
If we've got the money, just say how much do you want and just give them what they want.
I think Fabian Schär would be good in Serie A, to be honest.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree. Shout out. I think he'd be decent there. But which club is he going to go to? That'd be very interesting. It'd be one of the top clubs in Italy, I can guarantee.
Yeah.
So
he would go really well with Lazio. Maurizio Sarri is looking for new center backs because Luis Felipe, but he's an all right player. Acerbi's getting on in age. I think Schär could do something good with Lazio, especially with the way that they play.
Yeah,
very attack minded.
Yeah, he is. I think he'd be
perfect. I could probably see him in the Bundesliga.
Or that, yeah.
So, big up to you. Ryan, thanks so much for subscribing, my guy. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much indeed. And top guy. And Schär might do in the Dutch or Swiss league. I think Fox has made a fantastic point. Give Schär to Lille's part of the Botman deal. That's a great shout. That is a brilliant shout there. But he's only got 6 months left on his contract. That is the thing. So, yeah. Guys, that's going to be it there. And thanks for coming on. And before we let you go, Steve, where do you find you on your channel, mate?
I got my YouTube page, Strasbourg Steve. I do some watch-alongs every once in a while, but mostly on Twitter. So yeah, you can check me out there.
Big up to you, Jason.
Right there, you find me right there.
Fantastic.
Hopefully do a Watford preview tomorrow.
Nice.
Providing the game is still going ahead because we don't know about postponements or anything. And as always, at the weekend, we'll do my live chat. So do subscribe. I'm nearly at 200 subs, so it'd be great to hit that.
Big up to you, mate. Big up to you. And Ryan.
So you could find me at Ryan, RHEAUME.
Fantastic.
On YouTube and on Twitter, Just my full name with an underscore.
Big up to
John,
you.
I've just got to say, I've got a channel as well. You can see me from 10 p.m. on channel 900 every night.
Whatever.
Under that name.
Yeah, under my name.
Right. Best, yeah. It's it's Sam Chipperfield on Twitter, by the way, people. So I can
It's
find
not
us-
even that. It's Chipperfield not. That's what me.
Chipperfield, not then.
No wonder you don't get tagged. He's tagging the wrong person.
Not good. Not good. And love to get Jade as well. Listen, guys, you can find us on John Sinclair and also John Sinclair NUFC and John _ NUFC 42. I'll be back tomorrow to do a match preview with a special guest, Holly Blades. She'll be on there tomorrow, so do join us for that. And also on Friday, I'll do the press conference reaction around about 7:30. Keep your eyes peeled for that. On Saturday, I'll be up for the match. And then on Sunday, I should be on Devils United channel with Macy. So check us out for that. Guys, thanks for coming on and have a fantastic evening. And I shall see you very soon. Watch what you're doing. Take care.
Bye. Bye.
Bruce out.